Psyche Cross. Hi, my name is Anna and I'm a singer.
Hi, my name is Peyton and I'm a dancer.
And today, what are we doing today?
Today, we are back with a comeback reaction that we are always so excited to do. It's Goldenchild's comeback day.
Yes, so Goldenchild has released a comeback literally just like a couple of minutes ago called 안아줄게, Burn It. Obviously, we have watched all the teasers, every single one, even the individual member ones. Like, do you know us? Come on, come on. Would you like to share what time we woke up today, Peyton?
3:30 in the morning. It's a Monday, starting the day off, the week off right.
And we're actually more energetic than usual.
Only for Goldenchild.
And that being said, let's go. Boom. Your child is hugging a girl.
I know, he's comforting her. Good job.
안아줄게, 안아줄게. 한없이 슬펐던 너의 기억들을 모두 내가 가져갈게.
Oh. That's a very misleading beat.
Dance break from the start.
Oh.
Interesting.
It's literally a music video. This is like 7 minutes long.
No complaints.
I'm not. I'm just saying. Aww. Wait, no. Oh.
It's literally like turned up the song.
Oh. No. I mean, that's fine in the teaser, but like, I know.
I thought it was just an injury. I didn't realize. Oh.
Yeah. Wait, what? Why would it be just an injury?
I have an optimistic perspective, okay?
He has a gun to his head in the teaser.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh. Sorry, I'm not gonna be saying like anything about the music during this right now.
That I got from the music video teaser.
Tell him.
Because you can see at the beginning when he's hugging her that she's like turning into a zombie.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's like at the end, I'm guessing. Be safe. Be safe.
Oh. That's creepy. Wow, I hate it. Oh.
I really like it. The Sun Thing is one of my favorite movies. Oh no.
No. 갑자기 CGI.
추하게 손을 내밀어 봐도 내겐 닿을 수조차 없게 차 밑으로 깨도 계속해서 괴롭히고 또 상처인 내 모습이라도 무슨이라도 다 꿈이라도 I'm fine.
I get it now.
뭘 걱정간 후에 묻어두고 keep rolling 아픔과 상처 태워버려 burn it 드리워진 슬픔도 더 타오르게 하얗게 내 안에 꽃 피울게
Wait, what? Oh, is she like chaining herself?
Yeah. No.
What is the suspense?
Oh no. Don't sacrifice yourself. Or do. Okay.
She felt. How? What?
Is it like a moment of clarity?
Ah.
I don't know. How? What? That doesn't seem like it's gonna end well.
I'm so confused. How does the story end?
Is there gonna be a second part?
Ah!
I don't have a lot of time, so let's just go. Honestly, I'm really sad I don't get to do just like a breakdown of movement by movement for the choreography, but I don't have time. It's not all shown in the music video, but this might be my favorite choreography that they have ever done. Ever. And I'm only putting the might in there because I've only seen it once and I'm riding like the comeback high. So ask me again in like an hour or two when this video is actually out, and I will probably have taken the might out of there. A few of the reasons why. So things that you could see in the music video. Obviously, there's a lot of intertwined movements. Like, you don't see it, but it actually starts pretty intertwined. Like, they all have their arms around each other and stuff. And then in Chitani's part in the second verse, they're all like intertwined again. All of that makes sense because of the title. And then and like the meaning of the song. But it's not just that when they're wrapping around each other, you can also see a lot of the arm movements they're doing. They're like holding themselves or like kind of moving their arms around each other, which is really cool. Turning. There's also a lot of turning. There is a beautiful pirouette that you can see at the beginning of the chorus. Oh, it's just so pretty. And when I saw it in the teaser, I was like, oh my god, this is my favorite thing ever. First of all, because technique-wise, I mean, it's still like a K-pop pirouette because their feet aren't pointed. They're not like fully on releve. Releve is when, like, if you see someone doing a turn and they're not wearing point shoes, but they're up on like the ball of their foot and their heel is fully up, so it's like one line all the way down, that's releve. So they're like not fully on releve, which first of all makes sense. K-pop turn. Secondly, they're wearing like dress shoes. But in terms of like leg placement, body placement, they're in like perfect turning form. And I was like, but also one of the things when you're learning like elements of choreography, turning is kind of like, oh, I'm wrapping myself in something. And so like it made a lot of sense, especially because it starts the chorus, that's like where they would put a turn, kind of like, oh, I'm wrapping us together, I'm like pulling us together, I'm holding us together. So I really liked that part. But one of my favorite parts that you could see in the music video was during Jivon's part, and it's the assisted lift. And I didn't actually notice it in the music, like I noticed the lift in the music video, but I noticed the end of it where he's like falling into the members, and I was like, oh, beautiful, because it's like they're holding on to each other, like supporting him. But the lift itself is actually my favorite part, because it's not a lift per se, it's more of like an assisted, I'm helping you move slightly further. And I'm pretty sure it's wide, but his head's tucked behind him, so forgive me if I'm wrong. He actually has his arm like wrapped around his waist, and so when Jibom jumps, he just moves him slightly further. He's not really like picking him up, but it's that imagery of like, I'm helping you over something, I'm helping you get through something. And I was like, this is beautiful. And then he delivers him so softly into the other members' arms who like catch him, and it's so, it's just such a beautiful moment. So for the second half of the chorus, the whoa, burn it, where it's more of like a dance-centered part, I feel like that really showcased in the music video and in the teaser and in just the dance how strong they are as a team of dancers, because it's super powerful, but it also shows how mature they've gotten in their dancing, because it is slightly different than the normal style we're used to seeing from them, because it's a little bit softer. This is gonna be such weird imagery. Usually Goldenchild's dancing, I'm like, oh, it's like very sharp, it's like a square. This will make sense in a second. It's like a square with really, really sharp edges. But this is almost like it's still very strong, but they've like rounded off the edges. Like they're a little bit more mature and a little bit more laid back. And I was like, this is so cool to see how far they've come, especially since Reboot era when they started doing this darker stuff. And then my last comment, just give it up for Goldenchild actors. Like, oh my God, they really pulled it off, y'all. And that's all I have time to say, because I actually went over time. So Anna's turn.
Before I start my comments, if you ever want to know what Peyton and I look like while watching a movie, now you know. But now on to like actual musical comments. So the structure of the song is really interesting. Let me just line out the whole structure of the song first. So first there's an intro that Chuchani and NY are singing, and that is very much an intro, because sometimes they're like, oh, it's an intro, but I'm really just singing part of the chorus more softly and delicately. No, this is an intro, and it instrumentally, if anything, they're using more of a pre-chorus theme to it. Then there's like a instrumental interlude where you're like, there's a dance break happening. Then it's the first verse, first pre-chorus, first chorus, and that's in 2 parts. And then second verse, second pre-chorus. There's an extra measure of just like percussive beats before you enter the second chorus. But the second chorus, they only do the first half of it, and then there's like a bridge rap interlude for Changjun and Tag, and then they do the second half of the chorus, and then that's it. That's how the song ends. So already it's a little bit different, because usually in K-pop songs, there are at least 3 choruses. But this one only has 2. And also the way that they divided the 2 choruses with the like rap section in between. But now going in that order to talk about the sections, I'm not going to talk about each section because I don't have enough time. But the intro, I said in the beginning that the beat really threw me off, because based solely on Chuchan's voice and the whistling line that you hear in the background, because that's all that you really have to go off of. There's also the synth playing, but like it's really just doubling one of the lines. It's not how I was counting the beat, because once the beat actually enters, I was like, oh, this is not how I felt that it had been outlined. And I think that's just a first listen thing, but I wanted to clarify it also because when the beat actually enters, like the percussion, it's syncopated. So you have to like adjust to like, oh, it's syncopated. Okay, now this is the actual beat instead. But also this is more of like a sort of general comment. It's mainly because of that whistling line that you hear. But when the teasers first dropped, I messaged Peyton and I was like, oh, it feels kind of like a darker tropical vibe song. And to explain that, it's because the percussion bass that you're hearing is more rhythmic, and also it's that whistling line really, because it's so higher pitched. And when the whistling line isn't playing, there's like a brighter sort of timpani sounding synth playing in the verses, and then when that one's not playing, there's like a sort of flute-esque but very distorted flute synth playing instead. So it's just because it has these really bright elements, which like if I'm trying to interpret it based on the storyline of the song and the music video, I'm like, oh, I could totally make an analysis out of this. But not enough time for that. Another small detail that I liked that they do is in the pre-chorus, they have the electric guitar comes through even more, and it's just playing these leaps over and over again. But it ties the whole song together because during the rap bridge part, that's what's playing in the background. So it's like still connected back to it. Another small musical detail is that the fade out ending of just the cymbal ringing out is really cool to me because I haven't seen the live stage yet. I didn't have enough time to, but I have a feeling that they're going to be standing there and there's going to be the energy ringing in the air. Am I right? Cool. And then last thing I want to say is vocally, overall, they're singing more purely than they have been lately. Like their vowels are leaning more towards pure vowels on the scale than they are towards like the stylistic choice ones. And if they're rounded, it's interesting because round vowels are very much associated and used to convey a darker feeling, like darker, more mature feeling. And that's this song. But anyways, that's all I should say.
Wow. Just wow. I'm not over this yet. You have time for fangirling. Do you want me to TLDR?
Yeah.
Okay, TLDR is, it's one of our favorite days. It's Goldenchild comeback day, and we are so happy, and to no one's surprise, we are very impressed. They have come back with something amazing, both from a music and performance perspective, but also from just the music video perspective. Like, again, give it up for Goldenchild actors. And super excited to see all of the promotions and listen to the mini album. Just very happy today.
I just think it's really funny how I always say Chuchun in these videos, but I never say Chibom's name. Okay, anyways.
I was literally just like, I didn't say...
Oh, I didn't get to ask you, is it Y or Changjun?
I have no idea, man.
Alright, cool. We'll wait for more live stages. But that being said, if you enjoyed this reaction and also love Goldenchild and are very excited to see all their promotions for this comeback, then please leave a like, comment, subscribe,
Ding!
turn on your notification bell,
Whoa,
and bye!
Bye!